Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone at tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is the weekly general reading and it is late and so will some of the other videos be late because my voice was just terrible. After I did those readings for you guys, like I could just feel the soreness and it just got increasingly worse like as the days went on, and so now it's sounding a bit better. It's still a bit like raspy, but slowly is coming back, so it's not too bad. So this is from the 4th of July through to the 10th of July, and I'm just shuffling up the deck. The deck that I'm going to be using is a deck I haven't used in a long time actually, which is the Angel Whispers Empowerment cards. These are so cool, and the book is by Madeline Walker, the guidebook, and the artwork is by Richard Crooks, and I like his decks. They always have this kind of celestial feel to them. No matter like even if like it's an angel deck, because I have one of his angel decks, and like this animal one, it still has the same kind of feel to it, like out of space, like galaxies and stuff kind of feel to it. So let's see what shows up for us this week. Okay. The very first card is the owl, and it says use your inner and outer eyes and ears and you will really see. Oh wow, I like that message, and it just looks so beautiful. I love these cards. They look so vivid. And so the owl is basically, the owl represents wisdom, and it's about being clever with your understanding, like to me, especially that message using your inner and outer eyes and ears to see. It reminds me of what my grandfather used to say. He's passed away now. But he always used to say, in order for you to learn, you have to observe. Like, you can't be quick to talk. You should, listen. You should sit and you should observe. Like, if you're in a room, don't be the first one to open your mouth and be talking and going around and all that kind of stuff. He always used to tell us, we should, observe things, chill out. That's how you understand things, and that's how you also see the motives of people. Like, sometimes you can be in a room full of people and you can think that either these people are your friends or associates or whatever, but it's true, if you are not like reading people's body language and stuff like that, and especially if you are very intuitive anyways, you tend to pick up on like those little nuances, those little signs that you kind of feel, on energies that you feel from others. But sometimes even those that are very intuitive, sometimes, especially if we're in a position where again we're more trying to interact than really wanting to observe, then we don't see those things or we miss those things. And so I feel like it's almost saying that you can gain a lot this week through actually observing your surroundings, observing the people you're around, the places that you go and stuff like that. And you guys know, like, since I started doing the mindfulness, like, I've gained so many messages coming from just that journey, and that I'm still on with it. And it also reminds me of that same concept of being present and observing, because I'm telling you, like, there are things that you'll be so surprised, things that you've never noticed in your whole life, only because you weren't present in the moment. Like, we really take the time out sometimes to really observe things, and not only observe, but even, for instance, there was this one technique that they were showing us about being mindful, where basically our teacher was saying to us, when you eat a meal, actually stop and take the time out to eat it, take the time out to see what the sensations and the flavors and everything really taste like how many times have we actually eaten a meal and we've been talking to other people, we've been doing other things like while eating and stuff, and we're not even paying attention even to the taste of the food. It's like you start to find that when you do pay attention and you do take a bit more time, do it in a more careful way, it's like you start to see, like, and notice things that you never noticed before. So I feel like that's what it's saying. And to me, the owl is like, it almost has this it has a presence, but it's such a silent one. It's like it's just it's able to kind of just sense and see. And owls really have an amazing vision, like outstanding vision. Like they're able to see things and like see their prey, even if the prey is like hiding, like if it's like a rat or a mouse, like sometimes they eat kind of rodents and stuff like that. So like they like it could be like under leaves and all this other stuff, and they will know it's there. So I feel like it's talking about really tapping into your intuition, really seeing how things feel, and it's saying that you can observe and you can learn loads at this time if you do that. So that's a really good card actually. Has a lot of lessons with that one, the owl. And you might even see some owls depending on like where you live and stuff. Like because also these cards can also connect with like your totem animals, like spirit animals and things. So I don't know, like some of you guys might have an owl as a like spirit animal as well. If you like owls or connect with them, they that owl actually could be your spirit animal or totem. So the next card is the moray eel, and it says create firm boundaries. Okay, well that card is really saying something, showing up after the owl, and I think that's the reason why the owl is telling you you have to really be observant about who you're around and the places and the people and everything, because it's kind of saying, is somebody overstepping their boundaries? Is it a case of are you the kind of person that maybe lets people take advantage of you in some kind of way? Or are you like quite a soft-hearted person and you try to do good by people, but you kind of find that people maybe are asking too much of you or depending too much on you? And so I think this is the time where, these two cards together is almost like saying that you have to start underseeing these things for what they are. Like sometimes we can think to ourselves, like we almost justify not having boundaries, or giving people certain leeway because of the fact that, I don't know, maybe it's to do with that person's circumstances. Maybe you kind of feel like, oh, I'll feel bad if I kind of turn them away, or if I don't help them when they call me and all that kind of stuff. But then at the same time, it's kind of saying, are you really aiding this person, or are you almost are you going above and beyond where you should be going or what you should be doing? It's kind of like you have to kind of understand maybe that person's motives, and sometimes even your own, like sometimes we might be in a position where we actually like to be needed, and so maybe it fulfills something in us to actually strive to help somebody else. But then it's kind of saying, are there certain things that you should be doing for yourself that maybe you're not doing because you're trying to do for other people? So it's almost like, when it comes to caring, we have to care for ourselves first, because obviously, we're the main vessel here. You can't help somebody else if you yourself are in dire need. Like, so you have to make sure everything is balanced and that there is a give and take as well. Like, it shouldn't be you just always helping or just always feeling like you have to do something, and yet this other person really isn't pulling their weight or not doing their fair share either. So I kind of feel like you have to maintain that, and if it means having a discussion with someone about this, then that's what you may have to do. But I almost see, like, looking at these cards, that you're gonna start to see maybe people that are kind of taking advantage of you or going too far in a different light than you previously did. Like, maybe before you didn't see it that way, but now you're kind of seeing it for what it is. So yeah, that's the middle card, and let's see what the last one is. The last one is, the parrot, speak your truth. Did not tell you need to have a conversation with someone about these kind of things, because this week is saying you have to be honest. Like, you have to tell it as it is. And you know how pirates are, like whatever they hear, they just repeat, they just say it. And so I feel like it's kind of saying that you need to have a conversation with someone, especially this parrot here is very blue, you know, and that connects with the throat chakra. And you got a lot of yellow too. So yellow is about having the courage to actually say what you want to say, not feeling scared, or not feeling like you know, not feeling threatened, or not feeling like, oh, disempowered. Like it's almost like you have to empower yourself to really speak from the heart and say what it is that you're experiencing, especially if you're not happy with a certain situation. You have to start, you know, vocalizing it. And so yeah, it's like almost like your cards are saying, like, this isn't the time to suffer in silence. This is the time to really say how you feel. And so I'm gonna just pick an additional card, and I like this one. This is a beautiful one because this is quite a special card in the deck because it doesn't represent one single animal. It's the only card in the deck that represents all different animals. But as you can see, they're all white. So it's almost like they're, you know, they have a highly spiritual vibe to them. And the unicorn, which is, you know, obviously is like a mythical creature. But, you know, what this card basically symbolizes is basically if you do all the things that we've already mentioned previously, you're actually going to find that you and this other person may actually have a better relationship with each other. Like I think that this could literally be like, again, somebody that is a family member, friend, somebody that's your partner. Like you have to kind of have an honest conversation about certain things that's going on. And I think that once you have that honest conversation, because this is white, you know, white is about, you know, purity and about innocence. And, you know, when we're innocent, we usually do speak the truth. You know, like little kids, like they tell you they're innocent and they tell you the truth. And so it's kind of like saying that you need to speak your truth in order to create better unity among you and other people. This could be even like co-workers as well, because I kind of see that maybe this is like a group uniting, like a family uniting, like a bunch of people coming together. And they're coming together because now everyone is being honest. Like there's no deception, or there's nothing being kind of hidden away. This is kind of a time for purity and clarity and understanding where there previously wasn't. So I really love that card. I really enjoy these cards actually. I haven't used them in so long, but I love the feel of these. They're really great cards. And I am thinking about also changing up quite a lot of things on my website. And so these will be cards that I will be using for certain readings that I'll be doing on there. But I'm going to talk about that like in another video when I have things more sorted out and everything is done, and then I'm ready to kind of let you guys know about how that situation is going. So peace and many blessings to you. I'll be seeing you. Bye.